Hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm Johnny Trekkie. This time I'm here in beautiful Whitefish, Montana.
I am fortunate enough to be up here for work once a year as a part-time dancer with the San Diego Ballet.
Here are my favorite food discoveries over the years in both Whitefish and Kalispell, Montana. Loula's Cafe is a great spot for breakfast, brunch, and pies. Inside it's very warm, cozy, and with lots of local artwork. There are lots of tasty choices for breakfast, but I'm here for Loula's famous lemon-stuffed French toast. I only got the half order, but it's a giant, thick slice of French toast covered in a lovely raspberry sauce. Inside, I'm not quite sure what the secret ingredients are, but it was a nice lemony, fluffy, mascarpone cheesy sauce inside. The lemon stuffing, plus the raspberry sauce, and the French toast make for a lovely, delightful bite. This lemon-stuffed French toast is absolutely delightful, full of sugar, sweets, and fruit. But let's go ahead and add some more maple syrup for that extra diabetic touch. It's really, really good. I could be in a full order, but I wanted to save some room for the huckleberry pie. If you don't know, huckleberries are a slightly tangier, sour version of the blueberry. But it's still very sweet, delectable, and delicious. The pie was generously packed with these sweet, tangy huckleberries. Definitely get this local treat if you're in town.
So downtown Whitefish seems a little bit touristy, so I'm here at the Piggyback BBQ, a little bit off the ways. Let's give it a try.
There's a large outdoor patio, but it was way too cold in December to sit out here. I love the pigs though. Indoor seating is cozy, warm, and rustic. Very Montana. For a big fat lunch, I got the 2-meat platter. Look at all this food. I got the pork ribs, beef brisket, mac and cheese, coleslaw, and it comes with cornbread. It's big and beautiful. The brisket did not have the signature crust or smoke ring like they do in Texas, but the beef is very tender, succulent, and melts right in your mouth. And it is so good. The smoked pork ribs, however, are even better. Piggyback's secret, sweet, savory dry rub makes a beautiful crust around the tender, succulent pork meat. The outer skin has a nice, smoky, robust char, while the inside is still pink and tender. No knife or fork needed. It is so tender it falls right off the bone and into your mouth. The sweet and savory dry rub was so good that I did not even use any barbecue sauce on these. In fact, these were so good, I actually ordered another quarter rack for only $8. I'm very, very happy. The coleslaw was alright. I figured I just needed some vegetables to help with my bowel movements later. The mac and cheese is fantastic. Piggyback keeps it simple, smooth, creamy, and very cheesy. It's like an elevated version of Kraft mac and cheese out of the box, but much, much better. You get a nice cup of their homemade barbecue sauce, but the meat was so good I didn't really need to use it that much. Wild Coffee is a great spot for a light meal and great coffee. The biscuits are light and fluffy and very buttery. I got mine as a breakfast sandwich with bacon, eggs, cheddar, and some lovely microgreens. Copperleaf Chocolate sells some exquisite, unique chocolates that would normally be a lot more expensive anywhere else. The flavors are unique, exotic, and absolutely delicious. The creative flavors include Meyer Lemon, Amaretto, Tiramisu, Mocha, Irish Cream, Champagne, Coconut, Key Lime Pie, and many others. But definitely get some huckleberry chocolates, as you cannot find these anywhere else. Each chocolate costs about $1 to $2, which would normally be $2 to $4 each for this level of quality anywhere else in the country. For a fancy splurge, visit the Boat Club. The smoked trout cakes are a local specialty. The fresh trout is lovely with its seasoning and smoky sear with a lovely zesty sauce. The 12-ounce Bison Ribeye is also another local specialty. It's thick, juicy, and meaty. The exotic huckleberry demi-glace adds a next-level local experience to this delicious dish. Perfectly cooked to medium rare, each bite was like a slice of heaven in my mouth. Finish your meal with the exquisite huckleberry mud pie, which perfectly marries the local huckleberries and chocolate and ice cream. This is Montana heaven. If you're feeling Asian like myself, check out Hokkaido Ramen House. The tonkatsu ramen has a rich, smooth, silky taste. It is delicious, especially on a cold day. The thin, firm noodles soak up that pork flavor just perfectly. The pork slices are tender and delicate, melting in your mouth. The seaweed salad is actually quite generous, very green, and tasted very fresh, despite us being very, very far from the ocean. It's healthy, packed with fiber, so should help prevent constipation.
If you're here during the winter, it's almost like a Hallmark or Lifetime Christmas movie romance comedy. Alright, now I'm in downtown Kalispell. Not quite as pretty or as famous as Whitefish, but still has a lot of charm to it. And it's also noticeably cheaper for food and lodging.
Hops is a lovely moderate upscale restaurant on Kalispell's Main Street, but casual attire is still welcomed. The garden salad is pretty standard, but it is fresh and healthy. And it's bigger than average, just like everything else in Montana. Most importantly, you can get an entire bottle of wine here for less than $25. Hops' pork chop is fantastic. It's a nice thick cut of juicy tender pork that is firm, well seasoned, and comes with a nice apple bacon blueberry jam. It's nicely seasoned with a nice little crust. Each bite is wonderful. The elk sausage and pretzel make for a wonderful appetizer. It's spiced perfectly and not too gamey. The elk pasta bolognese is absolutely delicious, divine, and unique to Montana. The sauce is robust and packed with elk. The Montana Club is a small regional chain serving up classic American Montanan dishes in a very delicious fashion. It's an upscale place, but you get things for less than $20 to up to $80. Something for everybody. The Southwest Chicken Soup is a zesty blend of bell peppers, onions, spices, and a creamy salsa broth, all topped with cheddar. It's rich and very filling. The 16-ounce prime-grade ribeye is America at its finest. The marbling is on point with that perfect fat-to-flavor to beef ratio. It's seasoned perfectly, creating a nice, lovely crust. The loaded baked potato is generous and is the perfect sidekick. For something more unique and local, get the Bison meatloaf. This lean meat is tasty and meaty, and lighter, but with lots of flavor with all the extra special spices they add. This is local cooking at its finest. I also added a nicely grilled salmon fillet for only $9. Cooked perfectly, it was moist and flaky. Their filet mignon is also fantastic, soft, tender, and juicy. Make pasta pretty well, and comes with large meatballs. If you're on a budget, the burgers are big and filling. Desoto Grill is a great spot for local Montana barbecue. The elk sausages are big and thick, with lots of girth and lots of flavors, perfectly seasoned and not too gamey. The beef brisket is pretty good and served in a huge portion smothered in a nice barbecue sauce, but I've had better. The pork ribs are nice and thick and fall off the bone tender. The bacon mac and cheese is a must order. It's rich, creamy, cheesy, and fantastic. The collard greens are a perfect way to get your veggies. The cornbread is fresh and lovely. I will say though, the beef brisket was a lot better the first time I had it. It was smokier, tender, and melt in your mouth. I'm not sure what happened the second time I had it. The hot lick mac and cheese is very good as well as the bacon. Collard greens are always wonderful. The Knead Cafe is the best spot for breakfast in Kalispell. The Santa Fe hash is a humongous breakfast with carnitas, roasted potatoes, black beans, peppers, onions, chilies, and spices, topped with 2 fresh poached eggs and toast. It's a little bit on the spicier side, but I love that. For a lighter breakfast, try the potato crust quiche. I had the quiche Lorraine, which is a nice blend of ham, cheese, and egg, nice and fluffy. I love the thick potato crust, buttery, crispy, and hot. Just look at that beautiful bite of breakfast heaven. The side of split pea soup was warm and heavenly, especially on a cold day. It's rich, creamy, and I think it's even healthy. For a lighter breakfast in Kalispell, check out Ceres Bakery. Here you'll find a wide variety of tempting delicious pastries, desserts, and breads. The spinach and parmesan turnover is a nice savory treat with a nice warm flaky crust. The egg and cheese biscuit make for a lovely light breakfast. The biscuit is so warm, soft, and buttery and flaky. The huckleberry bun is a must. You can only find these local berries in this region. The sweet, fruity frosting is so delicious. It's literally the icing on the cake, or the cinnamon bun in this case, which is nice, soft, and fluffy, with a perfect amount of cinnamon in it.
Really good.
For a light lunch, I got a croissant sandwich to go. In this case, I grabbed the chicken salad, which was packed with chicken and other flavorful ingredients, all very fresh. It was all wrapped up so nicely in that beautiful golden croissant, which was flaky and buttery and also soft on the inside. But if you can only get one thing, get that huckleberry bun. It's very local and very divine. So good. SunRift Brewing Company has some great beers, but more importantly, they also have the best tri-tip in all of Montana. The tri-tip had a beautiful sear and seasoning up top, sealing in all that moist, delicious meat on the inside. The perfect marbling made it nice and rich and meaty with each bite. Definitely try it on its own without the sandwich. And most definitely, pay the extra $8 for the double meat. It is worth every penny, and you won't regret it. It's another rung in beef heaven. The mac and cheese is an excellent side. They keep it simple, smooth, silky, creamy, and very cheesy.
I'm here at the beautiful Whitefish Lake. Hope you enjoyed my food tour of both Whitefish and Kalispell, Montana. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until next time, live long, travel, and prosper.
For more details, please visit my website, johnnytrekkie.com. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, where you find more of my favorite tasty destinations and also fun things to do. Thanks for watching, and until next time, live long, travel, and prosper.